Hey guys, welcome back to Beast Quest Series 5, Book 3, Book 3, Rokk, the Walking Mountain. So, just gonna begin things off and say right now, let's say Rokk is on ties with Hawkeye so far on the best book stuff, so it's better than Crab, it's on equal terms with Hawkeye. Mind you, I do prefer Hawkeye a bit more because it's more focusing on. It felt more. There was more questions there asked, but still, I still tie it with Hawkeye because it still continues on the Tom story plot and the average Beast Quest plot. Anyway, on with the story. First off, I want to point out that the prologue does tell us one interesting thing about Rokk, about what he can do. Turns out he can move his body parts so he can reform and stuff, so there's that. Anyway, on to the proper plot. Tom and Eleanor prepare to face Rokk. The next piece is actually and of course they have to face Rokk, who's the next beast, and the next piece / prize is a pair of gloves. So they got to find those. But they have no idea what Rokk is, of course, even though his name is fucking obvious what he is, mind you. Well, this is a book, so there's going to be some advantages. I'm sure names can mean a lot of things. Anyway, Tom sees very focused freeing Freya, of course, from, as you know, from the previous book, and on this book as well. He's still always focused on freeing Freya, but he doesn't understand why. Speaking of which, Tom's injury hasn't improved, it's still hurting. And finally, Velmal sends a storm of deadly bats to attack Tom and friends. Tom retrieved his sword, and despite his pain, he decided to fight off the bats and came back a second time. However, the bats came back a second time and formed the Dark Wizard, who confronted them. After bragging at the bats, they swooped in and they vanished. However, Storm got hit in the bat attack. He got bitten, so he might be poisoned. So yes, actually, I'm just going to say he is poisoned. Anyway, so Tom and friends walk and lead themselves to a mountain where they climb to find the gloves, but they encounter an old man. It's not Velmal. They thought it was, but it's not. And they didn't rise Storm because he's injured. Or he's poisoned. The man tells them to turn back, but they convince him to tell him where the beast is, where the best place to hide something around here, without telling them of their quest. He says Death Ledge, so Tom goes to Death Ledge and tells him, the old man says, "Don't go there, it's too dangerous," but of course he goes there. Eventually, with the power of inner strength, he manages to do it, and of course retrieves a golden box. However, Death Ledge crumbles, and of course, you think he's done for, but as you know before, he has the shield, which allows him to survive falls, so of course Tom's okay. Before Tom opens the box, however, when he meets it with his friends, they all look at it and there's the golden armor with the, from the Series 2, but there's a second armor that's smaller and it's right next to it, and it's Tom, everyone assumes it's for Freya. So that raises more questions and adds to my theory on what's going on here. Continuing on, of course, they open the box and the gloves have the power to stick to anything, so there's that. So he can climb Rokk if he needs to, and eventually he will do so. So that's good. Of course, it's going to happen. You know that. Anyway, I'm just checking on my notes. Yep. Tom and Eleanor get Storm to tie on, and they make some medicine. Of course, eventually they get there. However, they are ambushed by Rokk when a fist clampers down on a building, and they run out. However, the Rokk, the giant beast, has disappeared. They don't know how they did that, but we, the viewers, know because of the prologue tells us. He used the Rokk powers to disappear. No, he deformed instead of reformed. So I'm surprised he doesn't do that in the fight. He could have deformed himself. He didn't do that a lot, so which is a shame. But I would have done that personally. But man, I'm guessing Rokk is not the smartest beast of the lot. Anyway, so basically, you might find Rokk is just a golem kind of thing. So Eleanor went to the nearby trees to make some medicine, but Rokk reforms and ambushes her. when he reformed one of the rocks, Eleanor was standing on it, and it came to her. She grabbed hold of the rock. Then eventually, Rokk swung her off into a roof. She got knocked out, and now it's just Tom to help. And with his inner strength, he manages to do an epic battle with Rokk. However, he does also notice that the enchantment is in his eye, so he has to go up there and get it. And of course, we know how he's going to go up there and get it. The magic gloves. Tom uses the purple jewel, which he got from Sting, to break Rokk's rock apart, and then he reforms him. Tom thinks he kills him, but then, of course, he reforms again, and Tom uses the glove to climb until he reached the eye socket. So he just uses the gloves as he gets there. Rokk is free with some more inner strength, and Eleanor has been recovered and healed with Tom's healing talent, and the medicine for Storm is given. They also decide to take some with them on their quests. However, Freya is literally on close point to the mountain. She's actually there, and Tom sees her. Freya throws a rock at him, which knocks Tom out the tree. The rock lands on a spot where Tom notices a hidden bag, and he believes maybe Freya's trying to help us. Maybe she's trying to fight the magic. We don't know. Maybe she is. Maybe she's not. But of course, once again, Tom is still focused on freeing Freya, and it still adds to my theory. And maybe it could be. So that's the end of Rokk, the Walking Mountain. Another good book, I'd say. It adds onto the Tom subplot, and it adds onto the main subplot, and it just goes to show this is Tom's story. Anything else that he's fighting on his quests, and it's more expanding on his story most of all. He's focusing on them. He's got to outcome the beast by himself. He's got to deal with Freya's problem by himself. And Velmal isn't more. I like the fact that the villain is more in the background. You don't see Velmal doing much apart from the bat attack. It's more focused on Freya and Tom as the main villain and stuff, because maybe we won World War. But yeah, that's been Rokk, the Walking Mountain. Until next time, guys, I'm going to be doing. I forgot the beast. I think. Oh yeah, it's the Arctic Warrior. I think it's the one. Yeah, so next time we'll be doing the Arctic Warrior. Till then, guys, Book 4.